We're Troop 3114 from Oklahoma, and this is Boys Life Live.
Hello and welcome to the premiere episode of Boys Life Live from the Jamboree. I'm Maggie McCulloch, a venturer from Crew 425 in Irving, Texas.
And I'm Sean Foy, an Eagle Scout from New Jersey. That's right, Maggie. We're live here from the beautiful Summit Bechtel Reserve in West Virginia.
It's pretty epic. Okay, here's the plan. At 6 p.m. Eastern Time every day, we'll share in-depth interviews, fascinating stories, and a unique perspective on the 2017 Jamboree.
So even if you're not here at the SBR, you almost feel like you are.
And one more thing before we get started. If you're watching us live, leave a comment and we might read it on the air at the end of the episode. So give us your shout-outs, okay? Sean, you ready?
Ready. Our featured story tonight is all about Arrival Day. Maggie and I hopped on a bus with some Jamboree participants to see the first moments of their Jamboree experience.
And here's our report.
I'm Austin Duncan, and I'm from Fayetteville, Georgia.
I'm Kyle Jacoby, and I'm also from Fayetteville, Georgia.
Joshua Jager, and we're from Tucson, Arizona.
I'm Chavez, and I'm from Trinidad and Tobago.
Anushka Kafi from Trinidad and Tobago.
My name is Ahmed, and I'm from Algeria.
My name is Gregory Roos, and I'm from Hazel Green, Alabama.
I'm Acacia Goldbach. I'm from the Seattle area with Chief Seattle Council, and last Saturday we flew from SeaTac to Dulles, and then we spent a couple days touring DC. We hit up a bunch of the memorials, Capitol, fun stuff like that. Been hanging out with the troop and progressively having them join our ranks, getting a lot of photos, having a lot of fun, staying up incredibly late on bus rides, getting over here, log flight, lots of fun stuff though. Excited for Jambo.
So we went to North Carolina for a few days, and then we drove to DC and went on a tour of like the Capitol and the White House and like a few other monuments there.
We took many paths. We stopped at many of our original founding fathers' homes, as well as where America was formed.
We went to a rest stop. I mean,
I'm actually excited to meet a bunch of the international scouts, and I'm looking forward to that and just the whole shebang.
I'm very excited about the adventure areas, like aquatics.
I think climbing. I'm pretty pumped about climbing, and the zip line looks cool.
Being on the lake with any friends, making new friends from other troops, just enjoying my time here out in the sun.
I'm waiting for the merit badge. I want to try the merit badge, yeah.
I'm hoping for new experiences because I've been at multiple summer camps, so I'm really looking forward to this.
BMX, mountain biking, that'd be cool. Yes! I'll get a whole microphone. All right.
Well, that was a lot of fun talking to those scouts, and it was amazing to see how excited they were, even though a lot of them didn't get a lot of sleep last night.
True that. It was really infectious, I guess, to see how excited everybody was, particularly our guys of Foxtrot, where all of our venturers and all of our international guys are. It was really cool to see everybody with a huge smile on their face, just ready to be there and excited to meet other people.
Everyone just seemed ecstatic to be here.
It was awesome.
This is the first Jamboree bus arriving about 5:30 this morning. Since then, they've been pulling in every 4 minutes to drop off scouts and venturers at their campsites for the next 9 nights.
When the last bus arrives in at 8 o'clock hour tonight, there will be an estimated 25,000 Boy Scouts, venturers, and international scouts, as well as 6,000 adult volunteers.
For more on what to expect over the next week and a half, we had an opportunity to talk to some of the key leaders here at the Jamboree, including our Chief Scout Executive, Mike Serbau, and one of his top volunteer assistants, Dr. Glenn Alt from Los Angeles.
They told us about the fun scouts are in for over the next 10 days that they'll be telling their friends, classmates, and yes, even their grandkids about.
Here's a little bit of what Dr. Alt and our Chief Scout had to say.
he's going to stand there and he's going to watch thousands and thousands of tents arise all over the site, and he's going to recognize he's part of something bigger. And he has an opportunity to really participate in something that's a worldwide movement, a movement of service, character, and leadership. So parents made a wise decision and sending their kids to us. We're going to make sure they have a great time.
It's about meeting other people. It's about opening your mind to, to other ways and other experiences. And it's just, I think parents will be surprised when their kids get back home. And I hope the parents engage with their child and ask them, what changed? What experiences do you have? What is something you're going to take away from this?
Parents are always shocked that they suddenly don't have to tell their kids to clean up their room, take out the trash, help with the dishes. These are things that just start to happen because they have a growth experience here. And I think their attitudes towards one another, they will experience literally thousands of little acts of kindness that happen just with each other, and they will really learn some life lessons while they're here.
So, Sean, you were here as a participant in the 2013 Jamboree, correct?
Yes, I was actually here the last Jamboree, and I actually have a funny story. So, I was a venturer at Foxtrot, at the camp we talked earlier that had so much enthusiasm, and while I was there, since it was their international scouts, I actually got to meet a German scout, or a couple German scouts, and we were trading patches, as you do in scouting. But I actually took German in high school, and during the patch trade, they started to speak a little German, and I actually understood what they were saying, and they were talking about how the patch trade I was proposing was not a good deal.
Oh, man.
And it was funny, my brother stepped in and was actually like, hey, he understands what you're saying. So it was a little awkward at first, but it was a good relationship during the week.
Definitely a memory I'm sure you'll never forget.
Definitely. Well, pioneering, swimming, and canoeing. These are activities most people associated with scouting.
But skateboarding? Sean and I went to check out the Action Point Skatepark, and it turns out you don't have to be a professional like Tony Hawk to hop aboard.
It's a skateboard program for both new and experienced scouts, but we really focus on beginners, kids who've never skated before, all ages. There's no age limit, there's no height limit, and so we have a whole section just for those kids that have never been on a skateboard before, and we'll teach you how. We have a beginners program. We separate them from those who have skated before. They have helmets, they have knee pads, they have elbow pads, everything to keep them safe, and we have dedicated instructors who teach them how to get on a board, how to stand correctly, how to fall correctly. You don't want to fall back, you want to fall forward because you have all that protection. So that's what we teach them. I think skating isn't really something that is associated with Boy Scouting. So I think it's the image of where scouting is going, and trying to make it fun and interesting for all kids. This is a good example of the changes to come and how they can have a lot of fun and do some really extreme things. And they come in and they're tentative and they're not sure they want to try this and they're a little afraid. And they go out of here thinking they're just the coolest kids in this place. And that's what makes it great.
Oh, that looks so cool though!
Once scouts learn skateboarding basics, they can upgrade to the more advanced fun at the park.
The park. That is what it's called. Here's a quick look at the X Games Quality Skatepark.
As you can see, there's something for skateboarders of any level, from low to high.
And speaking of heights, the Sustainability Treehouse at the Summit Bechtel Reserve stands above pretty much everything else here.
It's a living education center, and it's open to all those attending or visiting the Jamboree.
The Treehouse was built with local timber, has a rainwater recovery system, and is powered with wind and solar energy.
As you'll see in this next clip, it's not just a museum, it's an adventure.
you saw earlier, Scouts and Venturers arrived today. Volunteer staff members, though, have been here for quite a while.
Some 6,000 volunteers have been testing adventure activities, rehearsing for shows, and yes, having some fun of their own.
Venturer Serena Heck put together this video slideshow of some of BSA Photo Team's best pre-Jamboree shots.
Now, Maggie, these volunteers have been here for a while, but I don't think they've quite been here as long as you have.
That's kind of true, I guess. I actually have been part of the seasonal staff here at the here at the summit. Shout out to my other seasonals. I've been here since June, and my position at the High Adventure part of the summit has been a Summit Experience Program Guide. To cover that, essentially, I get a crew on Sunday, and I'm with that crew all week, and we're walking together to the different program areas, so it's kind of fun because you get to meet all these kids from different areas. You get to see them trying out, you know, if a kid hasn't tried a shotgun before, you get to see them do that for the first time, and it's been one of the most rewarding jobs I've ever had, and it's probably one of the most fun as well. So yeah, it's been great overall,
yeah, I'm sure
Sean.
it's been fantastic.
Finally, we here at the Boys Life Live aren't the only ones covering the fun of the Jamboree.
The volunteers at JamboLink, many of them youth, are sharing stories on their blog, Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter accounts.
Be sure to follow all of the official 2017 Jambo accounts to get the latest on all things Jamboree.
Here's a look inside JamboLink.
You can learn more at jambolink.org.
Now it's time for a quick look at your Facebook comments from tonight. Brian, any comments from our live viewers?
Yes, actually. We've got a lot of people checking in. Somebody from Nigeria was checking in,
Wow.
Nicaragua, Montgomery, Alabama. Tanner wants to see some aquatics activities. So
Some aquatics.
Yeah.
Okay.
Seems like we're
maybe.
famous.
I know, somewhat, I guess.
There's a shout out to Crew 5113 from Rochester Hills.
From Rochester
Michigan.
Hills.
So be sure to say hello to them, and the Tuckabatchee Council from Alabama. But tons of people watching and enjoying what they're
awesome.
seeing here. So keep leaving your comments, and we might read them on air, right?
Yeah, that's
Yes, we
fantastic. And I
definitely-
hope those crews and troops are enjoying their time here at the Jamboree.
For sure. Thanks, Brian. And thanks to everyone who left a comment or shared our show with friends.
Well, that's it for us tonight. I'm Sean Foy, and we hope you've enjoyed our inaugural broadcast of Boys Life Live from the Jamboree.
And I'm Maggie McCulloch. And have a San Frantastic night, and we'll see you at the same time tomorrow night.